All right, hello everyone. So today is Thursday. Now, yesterday with gold, I did say we've got room to come down into here, and that's what the market did. Okay, Monday on this one was a swing day, so we had a big fall down. Yesterday as well, I said if it comes up, we can sell off, I think. And this is what happened. So market all sideways yesterday until the Fed, and then big down. Okay, now yesterday I gave those 257672 as a target, and on the daily we had this zone here, 2580. So that bar is pretty much done. Okay, but we'll probably tap into it. Okay, so it'll probably retest today again to dip down. If it does, then we've got a swing day coming in today. All right, so today being a swing day, not a surprise, market bought from the low. If it dips down, might do slightly lower into that box, then tomorrow might be the place to buy. Okay, so this is what might happen. So today's a Thursday, and Thursday time 8:50. Let's check it out. Okay, so these are the hours here. 9:45 is 9:45, 11. So this is pretty much a zone there. 8:45, 9:45 on the platform is 8:45 there. Okay, so that's not a bad spot. And then 7:45 was here. Okay, and then 8:45 is there, and 10:15, which is that one. So around here. Okay, so 10:15 is 9:15. 11 is 10. So that's your 10 and 9:15, which is that one. Okay, there. $11. Okay, so that's it basically. Okay, 11, my time being going to be around there. So this zone is one, that's another, so on. So that's a good push up with a bit of gapping down there. So the market came into that level just shy of there. Okay, but that was done. Okay, as you can see on the daily, slight push down. I think this still might have a little bit of room to come down. If it does though, this is a good level to get in because of the big buying there. So if we retest here, and also be mindful that there is this level here, okay, this is okay to kind of push up. Today, Thursday, is a swing day. All right, just dipping into this rectangle would be okay for us to go long. So on this Monday, this was like unsure. Monday, I did say we could go up from here, all right, and that didn't pan out. Market went up a little bit, and then the next day you see it just closed down. So that was like, okay, no. And Wednesday with the Fed, big push down. Now we've got Thursday. Thursday can now become a swing day. If we dip back down into here, we can. It's a bit off now. You don't want to be buying here. If it comes down, it's doable down here in the green rectangle to go up. Okay, 27 is 2532 is down there. We need to keep it in mind. 2532 all the way back down here, because that could possibly be. The other thing is the weekly, which is that level which I've marked in before. is that level there, 257276. 2572 is there. Okay, 7276. This is also a good zone. So if we dip into the rectangle, it's okay. It hasn't dipped into it yet, but it should, because there's still a bit of a gap here. All right. Okay. That's gold. If you want to sell down there, there's a gap there. So that if it goes up first, okay, do you want to sell it? If you want to sell again of that big fall, 50 is your level, 2651, and that's up here. Okay, so that's the only time that could be in. But because Thursday is a swing day and we had that big down day, okay, if it comes down, I think it's better for us to buy from this zone, because this is what we were waiting for. Okay, I did say this zone is just tricky simply because we're just like in the middle of nowhere here. So we needed that deep clean out. Okay, like filling in the gap and so on. And it's just unfortunate they've done this in Asia straight away when we're still sleeping. That's just unfair. All right, but never mind. Okay, so if it does pull back, comes back down into this zone, maybe stop, sweep, dive into here, because that rectangle is good. If it dips back in at trading hours, you want to go long from here, you can wait for a long setup. Let's take a look at euro dollar. Now with euro dollar, yesterday I was wrong. I said maybe we could keep pushing up into there, but with the Fed, as you can see, it was just boom down. Okay, if you put in your hours yesterday, as you can see here, what hour was that? This is 6:45 on the platform, and we had 7:40, so 6:40. Okay, if you bought from here, okay, you could have. I did say yesterday, you know, if it comes back, we can go back up, stop, sweep, blah blah blah, and then the market did go up from there, and then as you can see, all the way down into there with the Fed. Okay, and that's just big down, and we had what, 950 all the way down here. Okay, so and then it's just pushed down. Okay, now so that was like wrong, because I was expecting, because it was Monday, Friday and Monday, I thought maybe we could like push up. I didn't have a Wednesday. If I had a Wednesday, I'd say, listen, guys, you know, Wednesday, sell it off. Because Wednesday is always like midweek. It's a little bit tricky. And, Wednesday. Okay, that's my bad. It's not a swing day on the euro, but Wednesday is, it's a harmonic day. All right, it's a harmonic day, which I should have kept an eye out for. All right, that's my bad. Okay, but in any case, we would have waited for the hours to happen. Okay, we wouldn't have done it without the hours. So once the market fell off from, this was like a good hour. I said in the video, this is a good hour. But that was like a good hour, and the market like kind of sizzled down, and you see it never just pulled back up again. Okay, so from here, if you bought, you would have just been stopped out. From here, you would have covered your trade, because once the market starts to turn, you shouldn't be putting a stop loss for. Your stop loss should have been just under that one, because if it is going to turn, it should have turned, and that's here. Okay, so this would have been okay, and then, okay, you either would have covered the trade or managed the trade. It would have been either in profit or kind of like no loss kind of thing. But here, yeah, you would have been stopped out here, that's for sure. Okay, and that's how it is. Today, on a euro dollar, because of that big dip down yesterday with the Fed, okay, so this is like a double bottom, but it's kind of like coming into where we want. Remember I said in the monthly chart and the weekly chart, we want this to come down, okay, and then we want an uptrend to happen. So this got us a bit confused yesterday because this was like good to push up, so I thought maybe we'll have an up week. It'll be like a boom boom up and then sell again, but no, it just went straight down with the Fed. This still has room to come down in my opinion, because that's what I said in the first place, and I'm sticking with this one, because what I want to do is I want to see the euro dollar come down and then start an uptrend. Okay, and what I can also do with that is just take the tops here. Okay, there. So I do want to see the euro dollar down. Okay, and I do want to see, actually, let me get rid of that. I do want to see that's pretty much there. And then start a long-term upwards trend with this one. Okay, so this for me still has room to come down, and these targets are still on the radar. Okay, so pushing it down is okay. 37, you can see there, 1.0250, 1.0177. So, those are levels you need to keep in mind, because they're there, 34, 36, 30, 37, 36, 34. These are like targets the market still can come down into, which is what I'd like to see. Okay, so yes, okay. So this still has room to come down, but if you're day trading it, what can you do with your day trading? You can sell again here at 39. It's a good buy kiss, 1.0420. 1.0420 is there. Okay. And the next swing day for this one is obviously not today, but tomorrow. So if it dips down tomorrow, further intraday trading is okay to kind of like buy from the bottoms. If it keeps pushing up into Friday, then Monday we'll look to sell again from this zone. But tomorrow, let's say we're down here again or lower, okay, you can buy the low. But today I think continuing to sell is okay, especially on the PST. Good buy kiss. If it matches the hours, that's fine. Okay, so yesterday that didn't work out well. The Monday, Friday up day was okay, but with the news, boom. Okay, so not a good one yesterday on that one. Now SP 500. Now with the SP 500, I did say this could be a swing day because Tuesday, okay, because remember Monday was a swing day. So I said this is probably going to be a high one. Why? Because this closed down. Okay, so now selling is a better option. And I said it should come into down here, and it came even further down. And we were expecting these levels as well, but this is like a huge move. Okay, so I wasn't expecting such a huge move yesterday either. Okay, but because maybe it was of that harmonics day yesterday, because that was a 15 harmonic. So yeah, okay, and then we had a big fall, 530 in there. Okay, so that's 730. Yesterday I had 740. Remember yesterday, so that's 640 there. So market comes down, market goes up, market pushes down, and those are the Astro trading hours yesterday. So okay, so these were like targets down there, but this is like, it's gone way below thanks to the Fed. Okay, so it's done pretty much the targets that I talked about yesterday there. Okay. So if you did sell off yesterday, because I said for this selling off yesterday was okay, and I did say indices kind of go together, so it was a little tricky. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, all the way down here. Yesterday Dow Jones was a shocker because like it just boom, just like this one fell down as well. So on this today, SP 500, that's a huge impulse down. Okay, and I did say this needs to get slapped sooner or later because this has got room to really come down, and we talked about those levels before. So I guess that slapping down is happening. All right. Why? Because at the end of the day, this zone needs to now start turning. Now, this is not enough. Okay, this is just a buy opportunity here, but I think this is going to have to come down. So this might be the beginning of a turn, and we'll see how that pans out. All right. If that's the case, this is a sell zone again if it gets up there. Okay, because that's a buy. Then want to come back up, and then like as we come up, selling again might be the way to go. But this has got room. Okay, I drew this on purpose here, and then these will come further down. They have to. Okay, they just have to, because technically they need a fill-in. All right, so this needs to dip down into there. If I get rid of this, okay, this will have to, it has to come in and fill. Okay, so these levels are just like same here. This just will need to come and mark these levels if you're doing SP 500, because when we go into that downtrend, which we have to, okay, it has to do something like this. Okay, and I did say in the previous videos, if you're following and taking note, that maybe until the like end of summer, the market may be just pushing downwards. Okay, so that's a possibility, and then the market might start to pick up after that. But these are all-time highs, so you just definitely have to be careful there. And on the monthly too, there. On the daily, I think we had a 3 on this one, or 1, 2, maybe. Okay, maybe this one, because it's not quite 3, 1, 2 it is. And that's how it is here. All right, so now the market kind of sizzling down, breaking down. Okay, if it pulls up, selling again is an option, but don't rush it, because the swing day for this is going to be tomorrow. Okay, so that big fall on the SP 500, I said, was a better option if you wanted to sell into there, but obviously that went all the way in there. All right, but if you stood by your targets, you should have been okay. As you can see, once the market sold off, it's like bang, price, time, it got in there and then kept pushing down. Okay, and that's basically the closing there. 950, I think I said. That's your 950 is there. Okay, Thursday, yes, because I had 1050 my time, and that's that moment there. So that's basically it. All right, so today we should have a bit of a recoupment, filling in the gaps, and then sell off again. If you want to sell off again after that impulse wave, you have to kind of wait a little bit. Okay, it'll be a swing day tomorrow, so dipping into further this zone might give you the opportunity. That's 52.51, 578, 65811, 5786. Down here. Okay, so it's probably gonna dip a little bit further down into that zone. All right. Now let's take a look at NASDAQ. Now when one falls, obviously they're all falling. Let's take a look at Dow Jones. With Dow Jones yesterday, I said, it's great. It's right on the demand zone. And then SP 500 is ready to sell. This is ready to buy. It was like, what's going to happen? And when one falls, they all fell off. Dow Jones, I did have another level down. And I did say we're going to have to come down into those levels sooner or later. Okay, and that was it, because this was one red zone. So I said from here, this is okay to go long at a trading hour if you were listening yesterday. Okay, and this is it. And you can see that is 4:15. Okay, we had 5:30, so 4:30 on the platform. This was it. So if you bought here, and this is a sell-off here, so that's the sell, that's the buy. If you bought here, you would have definitely covered your trade. You should have been okay if you bought this yesterday, all right? And then with the news, you would have been careful. And then you can see the next step is 7:15 here. Okay, and that's 7:15. What did I have? I had it would have been 6:40 here. Okay, so that was the other hour. Okay, it was 7:40 my time. There. And then the market, you can see it's just not making a high and just selling off. So if if you bought here, you should have been okay. When it got here, you would have covered the trade for sure once it went to the high of the morning. Okay, and then as you can see, it's just bang all the way down. Okay. And now this is a strong sell-off. This will probably carry on off the big impulse. So we'll probably dip down here. But you can see these levels I'm still expecting. And they will have to, once the downtrend starts, they'll have to come down. Okay. So now we'll have to have an up move to sell off. Now what you have to do is wait for a swing day. If that swing day comes from here, next week will be buyers to go up. Then it'll be somewhere, let's say, hopefully from here somewhere, we'll want to go up into that motion. And then we'll want to come up either here or here and then sell off again. And that's basically it. There's nothing else to do. There. All right, so that level, obviously I had that level, but that was failing. That failed yesterday. And I did say it's logical to fail because it's just, you see the huge gap here. They'll want to cover it up. So Friday, swing day, if we're down, going back up is okay. Today, if you're going to day trade, going up to sell off is okay. And that first sell off level is going to be there at 42.942, if that's the case. Okay, here, or it'll want to close the gap up there. Gap closure today is going to be there. Okay, 43.340. If it comes down before going up next week, we'll want to go up to test that zone, but sell again. You see we're closed below the swing. So now going up again to sell off is okay. Next week is Christmas week. What a bugger. Okay, so into Christmas, big fall. So we might have a retracement up into Christmas and the new year. And then the market will want to look to sell off from somewhere. Okay, and that's how it is. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ obviously also same. Yesterday with NASDAQ, I said if it pulls back down, you want to push up, you can. That Monday turned into a swing high, just like with the SP 500. And Wednesday being a Wednesday being a swing, due to the harmonic, which is my bad. I made a note of it. I just didn't see it. Right, it's right at the top of my page. There, okay. We had 315, which is 215 on the platform is right there, and that's bang down, okay. And then if you bought down here, okay, you would have been excited because I had 530 and that's 430 bar. So if you bought here, you would have been all excited. And then I had 740, which is 640 on the platform, and 640 is right there. And you might have been thinking, okay, time to cover the trade, which is what you should have done. Okay, if you've learnt from me, that's what you should have done. And then, okay, the market waiting for the news, boom. Okay, also with the news coming up, you would have covered your trade. Okay, you're not going to recklessly wait for it without a stop loss. Okay, and then as you can see, those targets I talked about before, so we still have room to come down in there. Okay, because this is what we were expecting, and that's pretty much it. So this should probably dip down into here before any buying comes in. Okay, it's good to see the market coming into our levels. There you can see. And so Monday, I've done it an up day. Okay, so that's Friday, Monday, but this Monday is there. Okay, so the end of Monday. Remember, sometimes I say it's a swing day. Wait for the end of the day to see what happens. That was one of those days. Why? Because we're at all-time highs. So the market makes a high. Tuesday is a low day. Market waiting for the news to happen. And then, boom. Okay, and this is Friday too. So there you go. Friday, Monday, making a top. And that's it. Okay, so I can actually say that this was a failed day here. Monday wasn't, but this Friday, yeah. Actually, Friday wasn't a failed day because after the swing day, we went in there. Wednesday was a swing day. Remember Monday? That was Friday. Wednesday coming into Friday, so that's fine because it made the high of the week. And this week, Monday high, okay, Tuesday being a low day, so you mark Monday as a high, and then boom, market falling off. So that's basically it. Still a bit of room to come down into that zone. On the weekly, as you know, that's 28.70, but this is a big harsh fall. So that 57 is still there. 29.70, 28.21, 29. That's done. 29.70 is pretty much there. Okay, which is your weekly PST there, 28.70, and that one there, 57. Okay, so there, once, twice, and that's how it is. All right, so what to do? Tomorrow's a swing day. If we're down here again today, which is what should happen if we're going to day trade it. Also, this, you can see a nice breakout happening there, right above the LCL1 line. So let me put that back into perspective here, onto the daily. Okay, so if it does pull back up, where can we pull up to? Well, you know, obviously got room all the way up there, but if we get back up, wow, it's just huge. Okay. Maybe the weekly pivot, if it goes up, you can sell off. Daily pivot, you can sell off. But if it comes back down, remember, this will need to go back up to close these gaps too, because the huge fallout. We will find ourselves back up here before another major sell-off. So today is not a swing day. The only thing you can do is follow this down. And what you can do for that is wait for the New York session to happen. And that's it. Okay, and in the New York session, I've got 450. So 350 if we're up here somewhere on the platform. It's going to be 350 here somewhere. If we're like up here somewhere, then selling down is going to be okay. All right, and that's basically probably the daily or the weekly maybe. And that's basically it, or up here. So wait for that. And then the other hour is 7:45 to 8. And I said we are expecting sudden moves until closure. Correct. So 7:45, 8 o'clock is going to be 6:45, 7 here. All right, on there. Okay, and if tomorrow we open up low down here, the market will want to go up and retrace a little bit because Friday is a swing day. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Okay, this is Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin. Now then, we got Thursday, Friday, right? So Thursday, Friday, swing day, market coming into that swing day. And last week, we had a swing day. It was what, on a Sunday, I think. Bitcoin had a Sunday swing day, which was that one. So we didn't have anything until Thursday. So this is just like boom, down, all technical. Okay, I did say don't, no buying up here because, it's just not right to buy at the top. So this now pulled back. So Thursday, Friday, right into the target zone. 50, 99,937. I did recall, I think, making a note of that. 99,937. 99. Maybe, okay, so this zone here, but which is pretty much the weekly pivot there. Okay, so on the weekly, you see now it's got room to come down. So buying the highs, I always say, is like you don't want to be doing that. If you want to buy and hold, we'll have to wait for the market to push back down, and that's basically it. Because sooner or later we will come back down into that zone, okay, or even lower, and see how that happens. Maybe that is the gap fill. Maybe it won't come all the way back down here, okay? But at the end of the day, okay, so coming down all the way into this zone is, again, buying and holding is the place to go. Now, if you're day trading, I always say you got to wait for the pullbacks if you want to buy in. And because we didn't have any swing days until Thursday, Friday for this one, there's nothing to talk about. So Bitcoin, Thursday, Friday, you can buy the lows if you're going to day trade it, okay, and that's basically it. Okay, not much else to do, but this is a 1, 2, 3 tap. If this thing breaks down, okay, then you understand the next push up is going to be a bye-bye, okay, and then it's just going to come down. Okay, so where this is the daily 96,825. So you can wait for that 96,825 there. Okay. Yesterday, this was a 7 o'clock. Remember, this was a swing hour. I was doing the video here, and I said here you could actually get in to push up a little bit because it was right on there. Okay, and it did that. It did push up. We had that zone. Okay, if you learned technical analysis from me, you'd be doing them. Okay, on Bitcoin, that's one. Okay, one zone, which is that bar there. Okay, and I also said there's a bit of gap here. So if it does come back up here, the market can sell again. It came there, didn't fill in there, and fell down. So now we're all back all the way down here. Okay, pushing into that weekly pivot and probably a bit lower. Okay, so Thursday, Friday, you'll need to wait. You can wait for Thursday. If they buy here and turn it into a blue day, then Friday pullback is okay to go long. Okay, this will obviously be a level where the market will want to come back into. So now you'll have to mark in this zone where they broke off. Okay, which is about there here on this bar. Fall off. All right, so this is also looking like the impulse. Now we've got a sideways happening. Okay, So we're either going to push up a little bit and then push down. So Thursday, Friday we might go lower, which I think is what should happen, because this is like I said, it's just like too far out. Okay, it's just too far out. And now we've got a new setup here. So if it pulls up a little bit, they'll want to look to sell into these targets. Look, 97,000 there as well. 97,000 is also what you should be targeting, which is what we have here in any case. Okay, 97 there. This zone. So there's a bit of room to come down if you want to sell off here or here in this bar. It's okay to do so. That's the manipulation. So if we dip our heads back into there, I'll get rid of that. You can sell off again. Okay, it's just nice to see that there's a yeah, it's just going with the technical analysis rules, guys. Okay, at the tops you don't want to buy. You know, this is a place where you want to actually sell on the trading hours. Okay, as you can see, this could be turning into a runner. That's one thing. But if it breaks down, and if we see a break lower than this zone here, okay, then you know we've got a downwards motion happening. So the next pull up will be pushing all the way down, down. Okay, and that's that for Bitcoin. All right. Whew, tough day.